Hello, everybody. I'm Destiny Vasquez, and I wanted to talk more about a special group that I'm a part of, which is my family. My family is pretty big, and I have my two parents, Gonzalo and Mary, and along with my siblings, Michael, Gonzo, and Desiree. Um, we've always been close, and growing up, we've always been like that. It's just something how we just grew up knowing and stuff. One thing that we're always taught by my parents was to have each other's back, and it's honestly something that I see ourselves carrying to as we're more of adults and we have our own families and we start our own lives and stuff. It's still gonna be the same. Um, One dynamic that has changed my family was my father. Um, to get more into detail, my father has been past discriminated in his past life, when he was younger, more or less towards his accent and his disability to not be able to read and write in his language or in English. And I feel like this changed my family major because all of his kids became successful, and my father just kind of is very hardworking man, and he's very strong-minded person, and he's very dedicated towards his work. And I feel like that's something that my dad has taught us, especially me. And so my father just raised us to be more dedicated to our work and in every aspect in life that we do, whether it's our job, sports, school, or anything. It's always been to you, once you start something, you have to finish it. There's always something he's always told us. And I feel like my father has pushed me more than my other siblings because I am kind of the first one to go to college, actually, and I'm the first one to do everything, to play sports and just do academically well in school. Um, my traditions is most definitely come from my father. Um, he raised me to be hardworking and to never give up no matter how hard it seems at the moment. And honestly, I thank him for that because I'm not very a weak-minded person, as you can say. Because most people in my generation I feel are not like me. I can't relate to most stuff as possibly as people in my classroom, they might have different issues, might be struggling with different issues and stuff, but I feel like I've had stuff happen to me in my family and stuff, and honestly, we looked at the bright side of everything, and we kept on moving. I kept on moving, and I kept on pushing forward and striving for success. And honestly, where I came from, it's a big deal to me. And where my family came from and where my dad came from, it's a huge deal, and it's something that is very important to me, and I feel very important to my family as well. And honestly, one thing that has really changed me was softball. Softball has helped me grow and be competitive and strong woman. And it's whether if I'm working out in softball, or if I'm playing the game, or if I'm practicing, or if it's just dealing with coaches in the mental game, it's honestly really a tough thing to do. And not many people decide to play sports in college or continue to play sports throughout their life because it's not something simple. And honestly, I feel athletes should get more attention because honestly, we're the strong minded people in the world, we're I feel we're leaders of this world. In other words, to describe it, I'm not saying that we're the best and stuff, but I'm saying is that athletes have that mentality, and just to keep striving forward and keep pushing themselves no matter how hurt they are or anything, just to keep pushing themselves. And one thing that could be that shows like cultural tradition is, let's say I can be Mexican, you know, I am Mexican. I feel like being like I don't know, there's not really steps to being like Mexican or anything, but honestly, like being a minority, like, you know, that kind of makes me feel more proud and stuff that I can be able to do this, and I'm the like unique person, you know. I'm not like some rich kid, you know, like from the suburbs or something. And honestly, our food is pretty good. Um, Cultural traditions, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to understand what this means and stuff, but food is wise, like, I love to cook Mexican food. It's my favorite thing to eat, like, ever. Since I was little, I love food, especially Mexican food. And honestly, dancing is part of, like, our cultural tradition. It's something that I feel is important. Like, my mother taught me how to dance, and my brother kind of taught me how to dance as well, and my dad too. And so, like, I feel like it's something that's very important to our culture and stuff. And I feel like if you would ask anybody else who's like Mexican or something, you know, like what's like important to them as their cultural traditions, you know, like I feel like that's something that's very important to me, and it could be different for other people and stuff. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching my video. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.